භාෂාවෙන් Pathum මඩිකපොළ සහ සිතුමිණි මඩිකපොළ සූදානමින් සිටිනවා ඔබ හමුවේ කතා කරන්නට.
Next, we would like to invite Pathum Madikapola and Situmini Madikapola to tell us about the history of the independence of Sri Lanka.
February 4th is considered a major national holiday in Sri Lanka. On February 4th, 2019, it will be the 71st anniversary of Sri Lankan Independence. Hello, I'm Pathum Madikapola.
I'm Situmini Madikapola.
We are here today to tell you about the story of Sri Lankan Independence. Sri Lanka is one of the most beautiful countries located in the Indian Ocean. Ancient Greeks called it Tarpobane, Arabs called it Serendib, and the Europeans called it Ceylon.
And it is still used occasionally for trade purposes.
Sri Lanka's documented history spans more than 2,500 years, and prehistoric human settlement goes back at least 12,500 years. But today we are focusing on one of the most important events, the country's independence. In 1948, after 150 years of British rule, Sri Lanka gained its independence.
The story begins with the Portuguese colonizing Sri Lanka in 1517.
Many Buddhists disliked the Portuguese and wanted to get rid of them. The king of Sri Lanka asked help from the Dutch, who came to Sri Lanka for trade interests. So the Dutch-Portuguese War began. The war ended with the victory of the Dutch. Instead of giving the country back, the Dutch invaded that part they won and then colonized that part of Sri Lanka.
But, like the Portuguese, the Dutch never got the complete success.
Then came the British. Unlike the Portuguese and the Dutch, who invaded Sri Lanka because of its commercial value of the island, the English invaded Sri Lanka to establish power. In 1802, part of Sri Lanka became a colony of the British.
In 1803, the British invaded the Kingdom of Kandy. By 1815, the British conquered the whole island and Sri Lanka lost its independence.
Until the last moment, our leaders fought for our country, even the Buddhist monks. On the day of the Kandian Convention, when the English raised their flag, Union Jack Reverend Wadiyapola Sumangala had taken it down and raised the Sri Lankan flag again, saying that he would not allow anyone to betray the island again.
After Sri Lanka lost its independence, everything changed.
The British quickly began to reform the life of Sri Lanka by changing its political and economic structure, as well as social life, religion, and education. It was like Mother Sri Lanka had lost her identity. Then the British began to sell Sri Lanka's good lands to their company. Sri Lanka was not happy about the situation. They did not want to live under British rule. They wanted to have independence. This began the struggle against the colonial power.
The struggle against the colonial power began in 1817 with the Uwa Rebellion.
After that, the leaders like Francisco Fernando would later call Weerapuran Appu and
Pongale Gotabanda
to lead the rebellion for the sake of Sri Lankan independence. One of the highest ranking officers of the British, Monarwila Kapetipola, joined the rebellion and was later sentenced to death. However, all these rebel wars broke out. Many struggles against the colonial power took the lives of many Sri Lankans.
But the struggle towards independence never stopped. Our brave leaders fought to get our independence back.
By 1917, the struggle took on another form. Sri Lanka continued to fight in a non-violent way. Anagarika Dhamapala became a big part of it. It was not easy, but the fight continued.
Major Sinhalese, Tamil, and Muslim organizations united and worked for our independence.
D.S. Senanayaka, F.R. Senanayaka, D.B. Jayatunga, T.B. Jaya, and Ponnambalam Ramanathan are some of the leaders who played a major role towards our independence.
Because of the determination to regain freedom, Sri Lanka won our independence over the British. One of the most important things about our independence is that it came with a peaceful political movement.
Today in LA, we celebrate our 71st Independence Day because it is the most appropriate day that all Sri Lankans can celebrate together as one nation to share our pride of being Sri Lankan.